Donald Trump just tapped 3 showbiz pariahs for a new job, and you will not believe what for. Hi, everybody. This is Occupy Democrats, and I'm David Reddish, coming to you again from my Los Angeles studio. As you may recall, I did have to evacuate last week due to the wildfire crisis. Thank you to all of you who reached out or left comments of encouragement on our other videos. And speaking of fires, Trump may think he's burning Hollywood with his latest announcement. Clearly, the man doesn't know how easily Hollywood can incinerate people it doesn't like. Let's meet the players in this farce. Donald Trump has tapped 3 actors of dubious distinction for his latest project. And you won't believe what it is. It should also come as no surprise that all 3 of these men have one thing in common. They all know what Donald Trump's behind tastes like. First up, Sylvester Stallone. The aging action star, once known for the Rocky and Rambo movies, has kept a lower profile in recent years. He's mostly kept his on-screen appearances confined to the Expendables movies, action movies about old men in action. At the America First Party Conference in November, Stallone said this.
We are in the presence of a really mythical character. I love mythology. And this individual does not exist on this planet. Nobody in the world could have pulled off what he pulled off, so I'm in awe. And I'll just say this, and I mean it. When George Washington defended his country, he had no idea that he was going to change the world. Because without him, you can imagine what the world would look like. Guess what? We got the second George Washington. Congratulations!
You know, if Trump was mythical, he wouldn't exist, would he? Wouldn't that be nice? Also in Trump's motley crew, Jon Voight. Voight also appeared alongside Trump and Stallone at the America First conference. The Oscar-winning actor in recent years is known less for his big screen appearances and more as the father of Hollywood icon Angelina Jolie. For the record, Angelina Jolie hates her father. The pair have been estranged for more than a decade. Angelina has also accused her father of abandoning their family when she was less than a year old. She's also attributed Voight's abandonment as a factor in her drifting into drug abuse and self-harm as a teenager. Voight says that his daughter, who served as a UN Goodwill ambassador, has severe mental problems. Isn't that lovely? Voight's boasted about how he met Donald Trump in the 1990s. The pair formed an immediate bond after Trump said he liked one of Voight's films. Apparently, Jon Voight has the same kind of malignant narcissism as Donald Trump. Last year, amid Trump's run for the White House, Voight called himself Trump's most outspoken supporter in Hollywood. A dubious distinction if ever there was one. In addition to Stallone and Voight, we also have Mel Gibson, a man no stranger to right-wing lunacy or self-embarrassment. Once one of Hollywood's most coveted leading men, having appeared in the Mad Max and Lethal Weapon movies, the 2000s saw Gibson known more for his radical anti-Semitism. His movie, The Passion of the Christ, was condemned by the Anti-Defamation League as anti-Semitic. Audio tapes of Gibson also reveal him beating his then-pregnant girlfriend, saying he hopes she's raped by a group of N-words. I'm not going to say that word, folks. A number of people who have worked with Gibson, including writer Joe Esterhaus, have also said Gibson is homophobic to the point of obsession. With that kind of history, it should come as no surprise that Gibson has endorsed Donald Trump in 2024, saying Kamala Harris has the IQ of a fence post. Trump responded on Truth Social, expressing his fandom for Gibson. So with these 3 stooges in tow, what does Trump have in mind for Hollywood? Check this out. Posting on Truth Social, Trump had this to say. It is my honor to announce Jon Voight, Mel Gibson, and Sylvester Stallone to be special ambassadors to a great but very troubled place, Hollywood, California. They will serve as special envoys to me for the purpose of bringing Hollywood, which has lost much business over the last 4 years, to foreign countries back bigger, better, and stronger than ever before. These 3 very talented people will be my eyes and ears, and I will get done what they suggest. It will again be like the United States of America itself, the golden age of Hollywood. Did anyone else notice what Trump didn't include in that statement? Any reference to the wildfires which have made Los Angeles such a troubled place the past couple of weeks. Trump had previously blamed Governor Gavin Newsom and LA Mayor Karen Bass for the fires. He claimed, falsely, that Newsom refused to sign the water restoration declaration that would have brought water from Northern California to the Los Angeles area. Los Angeles has never imported water from those sources since they're more than 500 miles north. While it is true that filming is at an all-time low in the Los Angeles area, that's due in large part to a confluence of factors, none of which involve filming overseas. The COVID-19 pandemic, which was mismanaged by Trump, greatly restricted Hollywood's ability to film new TV series and movies. In 2023, strikes by the actors and writers unions also stymied production nationwide. The truth is, major studios are producing less and less films and TV series, choosing instead to invest in one or two big-budget projects as opposed to dozens of smaller ones. It's also no secret that the Hollywood bosses have restricted production as a means of punishing the industry for the strikes. How Donald Trump thinks Sylvester Stallone, Mel Gibson, and Jon Voight, all aging stars, none of whom are considered major box office draws anymore, will somehow help Hollywood production is anybody's guess. How he thinks they could help restrict the remaining wildfires or aid in the rebuilding of the city is an even more ridiculous question. You know, I'm reminded of a quote from a studio boss about the movie Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. Referring to the movie's stars, Bette Davis and Joan Crawford, he reportedly said he wouldn't, quote, pay a nickel for either of those old broads, end quote. Somehow, we think the same is true of Trump's Hollywood ambassadors. This is Occupy Democrats.